Hey, Steve here. It's been over a month since I've done a video, but in this video today, I really wanted to give you an update of an energy reset that's going on. And you might have already been going through it, and I want to give you three things. One is the two themes that I see coming up this month that have already started to expand, and what to expect this month, and but more importantly, what to do about it, like a practical tool that you can use so that you can navigate through these themes that are showing up in this energy reset that we're in right now. So what do I mean by energy reset? The way to think of it is that you might have had some sort of direction or plan for your life over the next 6 months. It could be something you've been working on for a year or two or longer, and those plans are no longer working. And everything's coming to a complete stop. And more importantly, you're realizing that whatever you're doing to try to make this work, it's no longer going to work. And that the easiest thing for you to do is to kind of let it go and to follow a new path. Easier said than done, right? Which is why I want to give you a tool that you can use. So been going through this transition, and I want to share an example of what has happened as I've gone through this and able to navigate the discomfort that comes from, a part of you dying and then a new part showing up, which is what this reset, this energetic reset is really about. And when I say a part of you, I mean like maybe you have an old part of you that's healed, and now you no longer require to be in that relationship that you were once in because that part of you is healed, so now you're ready to move on. So there's a letting go, but there's also a discomfort because there's this transition of energy into this new path, okay, that's going to be revealed to you. And what I can tell you is that it's on purpose and by design. And what I want to show you how to do is to show you how not to fight it, to just let it happen. Because and I know is that if you have something happening in your life, you've had a plan for the next 6 months for your life, but you're fighting it, or you're fighting to keep it alive, like you're just like resisting it, or you don't want to change, then I can tell you this is going to be very uncomfortable for you. Okay? Now for some of you, you're going to find it very easy to change, and it'll just be like a natural, you'll let it go and you'll move to the next thing. But the key is to just let it happen. The faster you can come to a state of acceptance, the faster the new path will emerge. It will be uncomfortable, but it is going to be short-lived. So that's kind of like the first theme, is that there's this new path being revealed to you that's way better than what you originally had planned for yourself. But you and I, because I'm going through it as well, are struggling to let this new path emerge in your life. Okay, so I want to show you what I've been doing to help kind of recenter and get connected to the new excitement or the new path. Okay, so that's the first theme, is that there's something, plans that you had for the next, let's say year, 6 months, they're coming to a stop and a new path is being revealed to you. Okay, this is the new energy. This is the energy reset. The second is a part of you, of your old self, let's just say, or your programming, wants to hold on to the old path. And you want to hold on because it gives you comfort and because you have a fear of the unknown. Okay? And a part of your programming is like you're just forcing yourself to make it happen even though it's not going to serve you in the long term. And what I can tell you is this is going to be a bit of an Achilles heel for you. And that the more that you hold on, the more that it's going to give you discomfort. And it's going to be more harmful to you personally because of the discomfort mainly. And the circumstances it's going to create. But what I can tell you is if you can learn to balance the energy of, okay, you know what, maybe this isn't serving me anymore and I need to move in a new direction, and just be open and willing to receive new information from this unknown path, that it's by design, it's on purpose, and it's going to serve you better. So I want to give you two examples of where I've done this in my own life in the past 2-3 weeks. and then how you can do it as well, or at least give you a model on how you can do it, and then you can make it your own. So for me personally, I have had clients disappearing and just like not interested in the thing that we do anymore. And when I've tried marketing our service, which is something I've been doing for about 18 months, this one service, there's no interest. Even though I know there's a market for it, and all logically it should all work, and it should all bring in revenue, and I should have clients, it's all falling apart. So as I was going through this transition, I realized, okay, well, I've got to find another way to bring in revenue because this old way is not serving me anymore. And it was becoming very obvious, especially the end of last month. So I had been working with one client, funny enough, on his business and helping him with the sales aspect. And as I was going through this transition, I was very overwhelmed, and we were in the middle of our move. And I said to him, man, I can't handle all this. It's like it's too much work. I'm doing my best, but I'm just really overwhelmed this week. I could use some more support on this, this, and this. So he's paying me a 20% commission to run the sales calls for this program that he has. And he comes back to me and he says, what if I gave you 40%? And I didn't try to make that happen. That just fell into my lap. Okay. That was one of the things that happened. I was just like, okay, I'm open to this possibility. As this old side of me was falling away, this old side of the business, a new business opportunity is, with a lot of potential, has become very, very obvious to me. And I'm like, oh, this is like, I can't believe how quickly this showed up and dropped in my lap. I didn't try to make it happen. In fact, I was trying to get rid of it, and it just came right back. Not only that, what was really interesting is that I have been reaching out to this one client to say, what if we did this together as a partnership? And when I first reached out to him in April about that, he was like, no, I'm not interested in having any partners on board. But when I reached out to him the end of last month, beginning of this month, and say, I like collaborating with you. Is this something we can do long term? He was open to it. So the timing was right. And that's why I'm saying the timing right now is just perfect for a new path to emerge for you. But you have to be willing to let go of the old path. I'm not saying you have to let go of your entire life and your entire identity, but there may be a relationship you're in right now that is not serving you. And if you can let go of that one, a brand new one that's way better for you will show up. On the same kind of thread, there may be an old career that you're in that's just, or a job position that you're in that's no longer serving you, and you know it, you're forcing it to make it happen, you're trying to make it happen, but literally if you would let go of that, the new path would, and the new job would like drop into your lap, and it would serve you at a greater level. So that's what this energy reset is right now. And I'll give you another example. So the other reason I haven't shot a video in over a month or 5 weeks is because I've been writing my book, The 7-Day Manifestation Experiment. And I wrote the whole book in 30 days. So that was another thing. I was just like, when I just sat down to focus the time to like get the content, it actually just flowed right out of me. I couldn't believe how fast it happened. Very fast. And then on top of that, I've been talking so not only is the flow of the book content coming out way faster than I can imagine, it's going to be published this month. And on top of that, I've been talking with a publisher that works with companies to get the book in languages outside the English language, which I've always wanted, so that we get international rights to the book in other languages and countries. And this woman that's speaking with me is going to help me reach those publishers so that we can get the book translated so it can reach more people. So, and again, that was something that kind of just dropped into my lap. I didn't force it. It was just like the path emerged because I had let go and just said, okay, well, if my business can't bring in clients and I can't serve these clients anymore, then I'll work with this one client to help him. And then I might as well start my book. And I started writing the book. And as I'm writing the book, other things started to drop into my lap. One being how easy it was to get the book written, like 30 days. I literally started May 1st, and by the end of the month, I had a draft. Now it's with the editors, and it's going to be published later this month. So again, the two themes again are, if you had plans that are not working out for you, the good news is there's a new path to be revealed to you. And as soon as you can let go of the old path and just come to a place of acceptance, this acceptance energy, this loving, accepting energy, like, okay, well, there's something better in store for me. And I'll just I can let go of that and try not to fight it. The faster the new path will emerge. Okay. And then number two, and it's still kind of connected to theme one, is this energy of like forcing to make stuff happen because of what your programming is saying. Well, I got to do this because, this is what in my job, I've always done this. Now I have to keep doing this. Well, it might not be serving you. And a new path's opening up there as well. So be willing to let go of that side of you instead of trying to hold and grab it and hold on. And it will be more beneficial to you personally. So what can you do to let go of these older paths and plans you had and then emerge in the new? So one is to detach from the emotion you have for the older path. So if you had these plans, you put a lot of energy behind these plans, if you really want and forcing yourself to make this plan that you had happen and it's not working, there's probably a lot of emotion by or underneath that plan. So what you can do at any moment is just take a few deep breaths at any time and just ask yourself, what is a word or two to describe how you're feeling about this older plan? What is a word or two to describe how you're feeling about this older plan, okay, or this older path that you've been on? And then write them down. It might be anxiety, it might be anger, it might be frustration. Just write it down. Then secondly, once you know what the emotion is that's got you you have this grip on this old plan that doesn't serve you, I want you to just take some deep breaths. And I actually have a meditation you can do. It's called the 8-minute meditation. I want you to do some breathing around the emotion and notice and watch it. And as you do that, it will dissipate. That actual energy of that emotion will dissipate. And that helps you let go. So I'll put a link below in the description. It's called the 8-minute meditation. I have a YouTube video that you can watch. It's 8 minutes and it's a meditation that helps you let go of those real strong emotions that you have around this old plan. And then once you've done that and you've noticed what the emotion was that was causing this attachment, and then once you've noticed and watched the emotion, which is kind of the second step, and it dissipates, you'll now be in a place of peace or neutrality. And when you're in that place of peace and neutrality, now you can just notice what shows up. And what I want you to notice or look for after that emotion dissipates is what excites you. And what you'll find is as you start to focus on what excites you, that's when the new path and the new information from that new path will show up. Okay? I hope you found that useful. Again, I'll put a link down below to the 8-minute meditation if you want to use it to help let go of those emotions. That's just one way that you can detach from this old path faster so that you're on new emerging path in a greater way. And again, like I said, it will serve you in a greater way. So if that helps, great. Please give me a thumbs up. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it or needs this message right now. And like I said, my book's coming out later this month, but I do have a waiting list so that if you want to go down to the description, I have a link again to go to the book waiting list. As soon as it goes live on Amazon, I'm going to send you an email and you'll get notification once the book's live. Okay, and that's the 7-day manifestation experiment. Look forward to your feedback on the book, and I look forward to really sharing it with more people. So again, thanks for watching and listening. Thanks for being a subscriber. And like I said, if you did enjoy this, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you next time.